Other statistical, kind of a group of functions that you use in Excel to summarize. So such as sum, average, median, minimum, maximum, summarize, so I'm just going to demonstrate like probably 3 mean and then pretty much the same concept when you are trying to total or sum or find the total of range of values. So this is if I add all values in this range, this is how I write sum of A1 through A10. This is how we write the function. Now if I change this to an average, all I need to change is the function type. Okay, same format. Okay, count, if you're going to count number of numeric values in a range. Okay, so it's going to be count B1 through, again, just pay attention to the numeric value. So if you have a numeric values and you want to count them, use the count. Okay, but if you want to kind of count the number of non-empty cells, meaning if you have text, numeric, or mixture of both, then you certainly need to use a different type of count. Is the count A and the range. So if you have like a list of names or list of countries or a mixture of numbers and text or non-empty cells in general, you use count A, making sure to count A, and you do the same. It's the same format but using a different count function. Also, we talked about the references, very important concept in using the absolute. Now, when we say absolute reference, meaning using the dollar sign, and the relative reference relates to the column or the row number. There's no dollar sign. So if I want to write this custom formula that multiplies the value of A1 by the fixed value B1, so I'm making sure when you copy the formula, that's when we need to use, that's why we put the reference absolute, which is in copying the formula. I don't want this value in B1 to change. So this is going to be A1 multiplied by 1. Okay, this is how we write this. So if I copy this, the A1 increments by 1, but the B1 is going to stay the same. Okay, same if I keep increment. Relative reference, no. If I copy, it's going to be, this is like if I'm adding these two values, B2 plus C2, and if I copy it, it's going to be, it will look like B3 plus C3, and etc. Okay, this is relative reference, this is absolute, this is kind of a mix. Now or mix, it kind of be both multiply the value in A1 by the value in B2, the column. So sometimes we only lock a column or the row. So if I want to do this, and sometimes we need to do that, although the most frequently used one is locking both. It means that this is not changing. Locking the row or locking both, it's pretty much the same, but locking the column, it gives a different result. Value in A1 in the value, so but in A2, sorry, multiply by B2, but B2, when it says the column, it's locked, meaning I have to put the dollar sign here, but the 2 can change when copied. So if I change this, if I copy this, it's gonna look like A3 times B3. Okay, it's always going to be column B, but the row will change to 2, 3, 4. Okay, and sometimes we need to use this, but it's again, the most frequently used one is this type. Okay, this type of absolute reference. Okay, So I think that's the last one. This really review all the functions that we learn in these two chapters. Hopefully this will help you review this exam, and wish you the best of luck for the exam.